what is your name?
My name is Emily Stover.
Emily, and so what are you up to here today at the Frogtown Farm?
That is a loaded question. I'm here trying to repair my mobile kitchen, which is up in the storage container.
Okay, and can you tell us a little bit about the mobile kitchen?
The mobile kitchen is a portable piece of equipment for public cooking and eating. It's a licensed kitchen that kind of unfolds to be a space as
Cool.
opposed to an object.
And where have you taken it this summer? Has it been in use or?
It has not been in use because I'm trying to get the pump to work, which is why I'm here today. My pump is around here somewhere.
Okay, cool.
Is this part of the archive as well now?
Yes.
Okay, that's good.
Um,
It's a colossal failure.
no, I'm sure it's always room for improvement with everything.
Always room for improvement.
Yeah, definitely. And then, so what is the hope for the mobile kitchen?
The hope is that Frogtown Farm will be able to use it to help people learn how to cook and to demystify the cooking process.
Awesome. That's
Yeah.
a good, excellent project.
They're going to be really, really great partners once it's up and running,
Cool. And
which won't be today.
when is the aim to get it up and running?
About 2 years ago.
So always room for improvement.
There's a lot, I aim to create room for improvement.
That's excellent, as we all are.
Right.
As humans, we're all works in progress. So let me ask you maybe some questions about food, some of your food traditions in your life.
Sure. So my mother grew up on a hog farm in Illinois, and it was a family tradition for all major events to kill a pig and roast it. So some of my earliest memories are dealing with giant pigs on a giant grill, and I think that like a lot of families, the family farm was there for over 100 years. The family farm kind of buckled under corporate agricultural practices, and for a long time we were doing like really, really high volume commercial farming, and we're able to keep that tradition. We didn't really have access to the pigs in the same way, so that has kind of fallen by the wayside. There isn't that direct relationship to the food that we ate that there used to be.
And do you think some of the corporate impacts have halted people's ability to access food and access healthy food, or larger variety of food? Or can you maybe talk a little bit about the corporate impacts?
I think that that's pretty, in some ways, I think well documented. The more removed we are from food, the more kind of the less of an emotional relationship we have with it, which is why a place like Frogtown Farm is so magical. I know that in my own family, we still are pretty healthy eaters. We eat real food for the most part, but just that inability to, like now, whenever they want to go out and visit the pigs, they have to wear giant white, like lab suits with hoods to make sure that none of them get infected. It's become an industry as opposed to a way of life, and I think that has really, really harmed people's relationship with, not just food itself, but rural land, small towns, and the way that small towns operate.
Totally. And then one other question I had on something you said. You talked about the emotional connection to food, and you say you don't think that exists as much anymore, or how has that been changed throughout the course of history?
Well,
lifetime even?
I definitely think that it's changing, and I think that if anything, it's improving. I think that the more that big corporations took over agriculture, I think that there has been kind of this food revolution. I think people desire and yearn for that kind of connection again, and you see that in the victory gardens, the urban agriculture movement, slow food movement in places like Frogtown. I think that, in fact, that our disconnection has sort of served to mobilize a desire or a need or a movement to reconnect.
Cool. Anything else you'd like to add?
I'm good if you are.